Hi there, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. We're here for you. This is your new moon in Leo reading. The new moon in Leo will be around the 18th of August, 2020. And of course, though, as with any new moon, full moon period, the energy can really permeate on either end of that spectrum. So let's get into it. And Aries, thank you all so much for tuning in and for your patience with these readings as well. We are here with you, but of course, any sign welcome to join and watch along. And of course, right, yet again, energy is fluid. So you might find that you watch this, 6 months down the line, and it's really also resonant for you in some way, especially with the moon cycle, given that the moon cycle does manifest in a series of 6-month periods, and even a year. So, always, though, take it as you will, and let's clear the energy and ground. I'm hearing Capricorn, Taurus really strongly. I'm hearing has an egg for you to crack with them. Maybe I'm hearing also to make a wish. Interesting. So I don't know what that might be alluding to, but it can be some sort of collaboration maybe for a number of you that you're considering. Let's clear again the energy and ground. And what I'm seeing, Aries, for a number of you, is really interesting. There's something for a number of you. Well, let's first say this. Your ruler is in pre-retro right now. It is pre-retro until, let's see exactly when, dear Aries, until, it will officially go retrograde on the 9th of September. So something to keep in mind, it's already pre-shadow retrograde. Mars is pre-shadow retrograde. Venus has already gone clear, Mercury as well. Let's clear the energy around. Really important to acknowledge possibly at times, what is being brought up for review. And specifically when I'm talking about Mars energy, we're really talking about fire energy. We're talking about the physical body impulses. And there are things that possibly you feel you're kind of like wanting to take your time with, interestingly. Mars, when it's in retro, can speak of also review. So things coming back up for review from even, I believe it's 2018 is the last time that we saw Mars go retrograde. Let me quickly just double check that, and then we will jump into it yet again. But again, let's clear the energy and ground. So there is some cycle here possibly. Well, there are, I'm hearing, we'll get into it, but there's a little bit of what I'm hearing for you, Aries, is there is like this nagging feeling. I'm hearing in this way. There's something in the it's something you want to start though, interestingly, but we'll get into it. Now, yeah, it's like, when are we gonna start? I'm hearing that as well, but let's again clear in 1 second. Mars retrograde, I believe it was 2018. Possibly. Yeah, so it was. Okay. Okay. Well, that's Mercury retrograde. Let's talk about Mars. So, yeah, it was 2018. Possibly around the same time, even in May, June. No. Okay. Anyhow, for a number of you, I'm hearing Leo. Like, let's see it in this way. The new moon in Leo is all about fire energy in a way as well. Leo is as well a fire sign. So the new moon being actually, interestingly, the period of the slowest movement of energy in the moon cycle. So when we talk about the full moon, that's really the peak, the fastest sort of point of when the energy is moving and is actually the highest, like the gravitational pull is the strongest. So let's clear the energy though, yet again, in ground. There's something for a number of you. Wow, I'm seeing like there's something that you kind of, I'm hearing there was a misunderstanding. We're going to get into the cards and see what might be coming through. But there could be a number of facets to possibly what it is that you want to kind of carry out, and really manifest. Maybe there's something that you're working on, even like managing. And for a number of you, I'm hearing it's your stress levels. For a number of you, I'm hearing it's your hormones. I don't know what that's going to do. You could be working with the moon cycle with that as well. Ten of Cups come out right there. Six of Cups. For a number of you, there is frustration because somebody does feel that there is so much. I'm hearing emotional potential. Son of Cups, Ace of Cups, Judgment card just popped right out. I'm hearing like a leaf from the book. I'm hearing in the letter. I don't know. The letter here, the Ace of Cups. But let's clear it. Somebody maybe even like wrote a letter and then it's like, oh, we can't do it yet. It's not January. I'm hearing, or it is January. Sun here leading out. Wow, interesting. So for a number of you, it's like something that has become kind of frustrating. How many of you are feeling that is something that is kind of like, but the question is more, what do I do with what it is that I'm feeling? And, Mars can really speak of that space of taking action, and when it's in retrograde, it's kind of like, okay, a few cards long. Six of Pentacles. The Fool's already on the floor. Four of Swords as well. For a number of you, yeah, it's like you feel like you're in a straitjacket for some reason. The Sun of Cups and the Sun at a distance from one another. With the Ace of Cups, it's like it's something of a decision that needs to be made. The Fool again in reverse. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but there is maybe something that you feel. I'm hearing. It's like watching the love of your life. I'm hearing also like walk by and feeling like you're behind. I'm hearing a closed door. Fool in reverse. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear that down the right side of the body. A lot of pressure. Like it's like oh, I want to say this. I want to also like talk to them. The Moon upright, Daughter of Wands in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. So for a number of you, this is something that you've been thinking of. Yeah, and that's the frustration for Eight of Wands right in front of the Son of Cups. It's because we see the potential we've had. I'm hearing this on our mind for Hermit in reverse. I'm hearing this on a couple of right. So for a number of you, it's possibly a little bit of a performance anxiety, something that for a number of you that you've been reciting. This is for a number of you, you've been practicing this, like researching even, and it's just like also too much. The cycle that you've been moving through has reached a point where it's like, okay, well, I'm hearing also like I'm bored. I'm hearing that with the Hermit in reverse and the Sun of Cups. So here's the thing: when the new moon goes into Leo, we're really talking about a real big flashlight, but kind of like underground. Because the new moon is sort of like, right, again, the lowest peak of energy flow. Wonderful time for so-called planting seeds and understanding, getting into the psyche, the subconscious space. The Ace of Pentacles there, really talking about planting the seed. Five of Swords here in reverse. So for a number of you, and by the way, if this is going by too quickly, you can slow it down by clicking the link in the box description below. Ace of Pentacles mirroring the Sun. It's like the potential really lies. Where does it lie? In our conscious. I'm hearing connection to our desire. The Empress and the Six of Pentacles. So for a number of you, it's like coming to the point of actually mirroring. I'm hearing what you want to say. I'm hearing that Ace of Pentacles. Wow, Sun. For a number of you, there is something though. There's a little bit of this angst with the Emperor in reverse at the base of this, but this is your own card, a major arcana, dear Aries. It's a little bit of angst because what I'm seeing is that it's almost like a space of acknowledging like it's really interesting. I'm seeing it's like a scene. I'm seeing someone like in public. I'm here at the park. This is for a number of you. They're sitting, they're having a glass of wine. This is for a number of you. Could be a speaking message. Ten of Pentacles here. The Apex, Ace of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Someone is like, they're kind of letting, I'm hearing time pass by with the Ten of Pentacles. And then all of a sudden it's like someone walks by and it's like their initial reaction, like they see that person, they're like, oh my gosh, it's them. I'm hearing letter B. I'm hearing Balenciaga. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing, Balenciaga shoes. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know. That's like Daughter of Cups reverse. Someone recognizes someone. They're like from afar. They're like, their initial reaction, I'm seeing flashes of red light. It's like the initial reaction. It's almost like a spark, like a flame. I mean, that's clear and ground. It's immediately recognizable to them. Maybe the passion, the connection. But then it's like, I'm seeing that within this space, someone else walks by and they're like looking at this person who was walking by in front of, the person sitting down. And they call out, they're like, does anybody know who this is? And I'm seeing the person who's like sitting in the grass in the park. I'm here, grass park, Ace of Wands, Mother of Wands. Like they acknowledge right what they feel in relation to what this person's asking. They know, well, I do know. I'm hearing that's also me. Wow, Three of Pentacles. So maybe they see themselves in some space. You can take it as you will, it can be metaphorical, but it's like they see the potential, they recognize it. But then it's like when it comes to saying that also out loud, and this can be, this other individual who's asking that question can be an aspect of your own being, right? Your psyche. Your psychological state of mind. I'm hearing that as well from time to time. I don't know, take it as you will. It's like, are you questioning who you are in relation to what you love? The Wheel of Fortune. I don't know, take it as you will. Let's clear it. Temperance of reverse, I'm hearing the Wheel of Fortune. No, it's like this, Aries. It's like, I'm about to do it, but then it's like, then I feel like maybe it's too soon, maybe it's too fast. Four of Pentacles. I'm hearing, for a number of you, I also don't want to be wronged. I'm hearing that with the Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Pentacles. For a number of you, there is a lot of love here. But it's at the point where it's strengthened with Three of Swords. I want to be careful. I'm hearing that. Maybe it's a feeling of like somebody feels that they cannot directly address it for whatever reason. Now, the feeling I'm feeling is that the person who walks by and asks who that person is, if anybody knows who they are, let's clear it again. In ground, and look at this beautiful, I'm seeing this right here. This notebook, look, it's like this like shiny sort of sheen on it. I'm looking at that right now. It's like sparkles of stars. And by this split right there to the Mother of Cups in reverse. Look at her. She has some stars in the backdrop of her card. At least in this deck, this is King Crayons. Now, for a number of you, it's like I'm seeing like this person they're about to speak out. Father of Cups splitting right there. Two of Pentacles. Father of Cups reverse. Two of Pentacles right. Like, does anyone know who this is? They're looking around. The person sitting on the bench with a glass of wine, I'm hearing that specifically. I'm hearing they're on a wanted ad. I don't know. That was my dude. They're like, frozen in time. Like specifically, they feel like they're not able to actually even think about that space. I don't know what that's going to. Let's clear it. They're almost like, why am I thinking of this? Oh, it's gonna be like a dream state. Maybe they catch themselves dreaming. Someone here is like, really, they feel there could be that connection, but then when it comes, oh, you better believe it. They're dreaming. Father Cups in reverse. Looking at the Mother Cups in reverse. Seeing the Two of Pentacles upright. Remember, this is unforgettable. I'm hearing connection. I'm hearing to the connection of love. Wow itself. So let's clear it. Something has actually possibly for a number of you been unforgettable. I'm hearing that song, Unforgettable Justice here, mirroring the Two of Pentacles upright. This is a soul contract for a number of you, soulmate contract. Something has been actually created, forged for a number of you. Maybe even you saw someone and like there was something exchanged there with the Two of Pentacles. It was on a physical level for a number of you. It was like actually like you maybe even drank from the same cup or like there was some conversation, but something was exchanged in that moment. I have to emphasize that. Something was actually reciprocated on here as well, mirrored with the Two of Pentacles. And we are talking about, after all, the Father Cups and the Mother of Cups. So for a number of you, there's a question of something in the environment, though, that makes us feel like a shake-up point with the Justice card and the Ace of Swords. So now the Ace of Swords mirrors the Father Swords in reverse. Five of Father Swords. Father of Cups. So, okay, I know I know what I feel, but what about saying it? Okay, well, hold on then. I gotta get a different vest on. I'm hearing that. Ace of Swords upright. For now, it can actually be language. Let's clear it, though, and ground and see here. I'm gonna pull another card here on the Father of Cups. He's not Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Pentacles upright. I'm hearing too much. Somebody's like pouring for someone like in their glass. Oh, too much. Okay. Oh, it's too much. Okay, Devil upright. Father Wands in reverse. Let's tuck him in. Under the covers, Tower in reverse. Now, let's clear it. For a number of you, there is a really interesting connection. I'm hearing examination here, actually, with the Two of Pentacles upright and the Father Wands reverse. This is somebody who met someone, they had like a very brief encounter with one another, but it was unforgettable. Ten of Wands upright. They like, this is the type of connection where you don't wash your pillow. You don't wash your pillow set. your bed set. You do not touch that for at least like two to 5 days. I'm hearing that 2 to 5 weeks, like after that encounter. I don't know what they're like. I don't know. I don't want their scent to leave the room. I'm hearing that. Okay, so what's this card? Upside down, Three of Cups. Oh, right. So for a number of you, it's upside down and in reverse. Mirroring the world in reverse in your theme, Aries. This is the trail that we feel we paved out, but that we cannot present. I'm hearing others to walk down and along. To say it in this way for a number of you, you had, maybe for a number of you, like some kind of rendezvous or like something that was just like unforgettable. I'm hearing that again. I'm seeing someone in the park. Like I saw her like walking by. I'm hearing from I saw her swimming. Ten of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Like, look at it. I'm seeing it's like splashing. It's like for you had a dream. It was a dreamlike state. You're like, And then I'm seeing someone, again, walking by. They're like, does anybody know who this is? The person who just dream, they want to shout out, but in that moment they're like, I can't. So they invert that passion. Oh, it's so challenging with the Father Wands in reverse. It's really also actually kind of tragic. Let's clear that with the Fool right over the Father Wands. I don't know why. I don't know what that's alluding to. For a number of you, it can actually be linguistic, where like they wanted to say it. They saw the person with the dream passing by them right then and there. They wanted to kind of like, you know, in the dream, just like reach out to them and grab them and I'm hearing and kiss them. This person dreaming of someone. Okay, no, and it's like, but no, it wasn't time yet. I'm hearing that as well. Eight of Cups in reverse, Fool right. For a number of you, there could actually be this feeling of, they just passed me by. It was a matter of just that little moment and time took it away from me. I'm hearing from us as well. Lovers upright. So for a number of you, this maybe a brief encounter that you have with someone. For another number of you, maybe this was an opportunity to really connect with someone yet again, possibly, or to connect with someone, and it just got like really uncomfortable. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe for a number of you, this was something where it's like, you know, it's so interesting. I'm seeing someone even like splashing in the waves or in the water. I'm seeing purple flowers everywhere here. By the way, if it's going by too quickly, you can slow this speed down by clicking the little gear at the bottom of the reading. Thank you so much, all of you as well, for your comments. I read all of them, so thank you for connecting and leaving them there. And nonetheless, let's jump into it. Once we get off with this, I'm going to jump into the extended moon cycle reading, and then I'll be posting those on the website. I'll convene you hopefully soon, and we'll get on with that. That'll be the extended moon cycle readings, and they should still be up for the last moon cycle. So if you are feeling guided to read on the last moon cycle more intimately, I'm hearing that as well. Two of Cups reverse, Justice upright. There could be some further clues there if you do feel guided. What are clues? You know, always take as you will, but there could be something that you feel might be helpful. Now, for a number of you, let's clear it. For a number of you, you met someone in a professional setting. Yeah. I'm hearing Mardi Gras. I'm hearing Temperance of Right. Maybe you met someone even at like an event. I'm hearing a show for a number of you. I'm hearing something related to fashion for a number of you. Ten of Cups in reverse, World in reverse. For a number of you, it was really weird because Son of Swords over the Four Wands. It was like almost this feeling of I want to connect with them on that level, but this person keeps walking in the room and it keeps disrupting the show. I'm hearing that's going on backstage that actually makes me feel like the performer. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to go the Emperor's Mirror and the Son of Swords in reverse, so it's like even this feeling of like innuendos, like someone feels they're trying to get something, some point across, but it's not really being made clearly. Now the Fool's looking in the future with the Four of Cups, so I'm seeing that this is frustration that might be building for a number of you, where it's like I feel this passion. How many of you are like, yeah, that's like totally how I'm feeling? And I was thinking about that right before we got on this reading, and this is all what it's all about. 7, 1 through 7. 7 being, I really was thinking about this before you're talking about it. 5 being, I get it. So how many of you know what this is relating to? Yeah, so if you have a lot of fire in your chart as well, just beware of this time, because Mars retrograde can really put that pressure on the cooker. Okay, it's like, oh well, we're not really airing it out. And I bent the 5 of Pentacles in reverse with the 2 Wands upright. Really important to keep physically active, right? That's one way you can keep engaging that fire element in a constructive way. Can be, you know, you can also work out in ways that may you know, there's also your psychology in that space is, I think, quite important. But let's clear them out. For a number of you, I'm here in meditation. Yes, the High Priestess. So I may actually start a series. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. I actually wrote about it. It was on the community page. I wanted to do some sort of like fire energy protocol, maybe in the public live chat during times like this, especially when there's a lot of fire energy circulating, especially if it's a retrograde and we got the Sun in Leo, we got Mercury in Leo, and we have the New Moon in Leo coming up as well with Mars retrograde. Yeah, I want to make sure that you're not going to hit that point where you start getting really frustrated and you kind of like react then, right? So we don't want it to get to that point. To ensure that it doesn't, again, really important to keep also that space of your being in check, where it's like every day, okay, how am I going to channel this energy in a conscious manner, right? So that it doesn't get to the point where then I'm reacting to things that I'm not really even like involved in. I'm hearing that 5 Pentacles reverse, like I'm not, then otherwise it's easier to get triggered, right? If you're not consciously sort of managing. I'm hearing also that currency of your creative assets. So for a number of you, this has to do with your potential, and what's getting really frustrating is that you're not actually acting on it possibly. It's getting frustrating. I'm hearing that with the Chariot, mirroring the Fool in reverse, and the 5 Pentacles reverse. So like the Fool is like, I'm ready to go. Right? The Fool generally, when it's upright, especially, it's a Zenith card in the Major Arcana. It's like, I'm ready. Like, I don't have anything to even pack to be ready for this voyage. That really is just related to my vision. And when it's in reverse, it's like, okay, someone said to hold on. Okay, so we're looking around, what are we holding on? I don't know, I just heard that we had to hold on. So it's like, there's a little bit of this feeling of like also, you know, feeling displaced. I'm hearing within the broader scope and scape of your vision. The Wheel of Fortune upright, the Fool in reverse. Now, we then have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is also about, I'm hearing the family, I don't know what that's linked to, but it's about the foundation, really. Well, one second, let's clear it. The feeling space associated with, yeah, even this in the simplest of ways, how it is you're engaging your creative assets and abilities every single day in the littlest of ways. So if you feel like it could be in this way where it's like, oh, well, you know, usually I would like do X, Y, Z and I feel like I'm not able to participate in that. Okay, well that, okay, is one thing. But then add it onto this other thing, maybe, well, I usually would also do that over there and I'm also not really doing that. Okay, so then those are 2 things. Then it's like, okay, well, then also there's that other thing, and like, yeah, I used to always do that like every day. And now I'm like not doing that either. So it's like, maybe it's the little things, like the little marbles rolling all over the place that are causing this sort of friction. 5 Pentacles. With this statement, I'm hearing, let's clear it once again. With our story with the Fool in reverse. So there's something of a space of hesitation, and it might not be conscious. It's kind of like possibly for a number of you, just happening. I'm hearing that way in the environment where it's like there are like certain like obstructions maybe to the space of like your otherwise really strong impulsivity with the Fool in reverse. Now for a number of you, might be kind of in this hazy space of like, wait, what is my intention? If I were to actually come out and define it, maybe that's something that usually is not the case for you, especially with a lot of Aries in your chart, especially if it's your Mercury in Aries. For example, there would be so many factors at play in the birth chart. But for a number of you, it's like, it's weird because I feel like I don't actually, like I'm in a holdup. I'm hearing that with the Fool in reverse. But it's more like the vision. I'm hearing that as well with the Fool. But there's something in the environment that is in relation to that is maybe throwing it off a little bit. It's like, it's not that my eyesight's not good. It's like the weather is all fogged up. I'm hearing that with the Wheel of Fortune upright. Now, I'm hearing the future tense me. I'm hearing that the Empress in reverse, 4 Cups in reverse. Now there's something that's like in this way. There's something in that you're involved in. I'm hearing as well, or that is involved in you. Wow, very interesting. Okay, I'm hearing that with the world. I'm hearing the world, but it's Wheel of Fortune right. Six of Cups reversed, Four of Pentacles. Upright. It's like they're just by way of that. It's like it's kind of, I'm hearing for a number of you, it's draining. Yeah, Knight of Swords, Upright, Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing someone's like, why am I also paying for advertisement for something that I'm not really also showing? I'm hearing showing off, showcasing. So I don't know what that's a little bit be different for everyone, but there's something that you possibly feel you need to make a shift with. It's almost like, well, I used to be participating in that space. I no longer am, but I'm still kind of like maybe like paying for it. I'm hearing that as well. And like there is this sort of by way of association. I'm hearing I'm hearing, 'cause I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Da, 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 da. What's that song by Taylor Swift? Trouble. I think it's called Trouble. Seven of Pentacles. Right. There's something that just like. I don't know, it's out of balance possibly with the Three of Pentacles as well. Like there's something that just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit right. And you feel that intuitively, but maybe it's just not something that has been clearly laid out. Now let's clear the energy again and ground. For a number of this to do with your public image, there's something throwing something off here a little bit. Like, this is making me feel like I'm not able to fully advertise also what I feel I have potential for. And that's so frustrating for a number. I'm hearing it in that way. Mother Wands are right, Ace of Cups are right. Okay, for a number of you, this is the energy of another. Somebody in your midst who is getting to that point where they can no longer just call you gorgeous and like not tell that to you, like to your face. I'm hearing as well in the way, like and this could be a coworker even. For now, I'll throw it on that way. This could be someone who works maybe in your sphere. I'm hearing your circle. I don't know. I'm for a number. I'm hearing beard. I don't know what that's going to do with the Father of Swords, but. I almost said the Father of Wands, then corrected it back to the Father of Swords. So it's like someone here possibly wants to take action. They could have a lot of Aries in their chart. For a number of you, I'm hearing Siegfried, Frederick. I'm hearing as well with the Emperor. Let's clear it. For a number of you, this is something where it's like they're getting frustrated also because there's no organization in this space. There's something that is kind of just thrown up in the air, and it kind of feels like a free-for-all space with a Hermit in reverse. So that can be also how someone feels around you. They feel maybe like, okay, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know what to do with her. I don't know what to do. It's like I have this dog on the leash. I don't know where it's going, where I'm going, where we're going together in relationships. It was like walking a dog. Like they feel kind of out of control. I'm hearing Ten of Pentacles are right. Let's clear it. I'm hearing zany, Ten of Pentacles, right over the Eight of Wands and the Sun of Cups. Like, I don't know what he's thinking. I'm hearing that as well. It's gonna be you on a date as well. All right. Sheriff's in town. I'm hearing that as well with the Sun of Cups and the Ace of Wands right there. So there's something for a number of you that also just, you don't know how to define this space. And that's also possibly what is a little bit, I'm hearing annoying at times. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups, because the question is, what are we investing in? What is the foundation? What is the take-home message of the Death card here? But for a number of you, you're dealing with someone who's just like really into you, and it's like all I can do is just dream, and I'm getting annoyed. I'm hearing that by that cap on the potential with the High Priestess and the Death card. Let's clear it. For a number of you, this could be potential that someone may be actually preparing for, and they're feeling that restlessness. Now, okay, for a number of you, I'm seeing that there is a story here with the Father of Swords, the Five of Cups. I'm hearing, are they coming at me? Now, someone could be actually this could even be let's say, I'm hearing again a coworker, like a worker, somebody who's like, I want to tell them that I think that they're fine. I'm hearing free, but I don't know if okay, the Hermit, one second. Yeah, I'm seeing it's so interesting seeing this vision. Somebody in a park or like in the park, and like there's chaos, but then they like something grabs their eye. They're like, oh, that's them. Yeah, I want to talk to them. That's their initial reaction. But then it's like they're not able to like somehow connect. I'm hearing those with the Tower and the Ace of Wands can be something a little different for everyone possibly, but for a number of you, I'm hearing the letter L here with the Temperance card and the Ace of Wands. Somebody wears like really long shawls, like beautiful long like scarves, and oh my god, it's so beautiful with the Two of Cups at the base of the Father of Cups, like very luxurious. They have like a whole line. Maybe they're a producer. Ten of Wands. Ace of Wands of the Tone is so luxurious with the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. It's even like I don't know. Okay. But for a number of you, it's like, where are we going? I'm hearing London as well with the Temperance card and the Ace of Wands. They could be a traveler for a number of you, or somebody's abroad and they're like really wanting to get into contact with someone, but this can be, let's say you produce a product, right? It's like there's an industry that you want to, let's say, distribute through, or you want to sort of get involved in, but then it's kind of like, for a number of them here, it's a little daunting. It could be, for example, like you want to distribute your product in a new country. I'm hearing that as well, but like you don't speak the language, let's say, technically. So it's kind of like, how will I manage that? But it's like something very, very exciting. It could even be a position that, well, yeah, to apply to position as you do. Let's pull a card here for the days leading up and out. Actually, you know what? We'll do a Celtic Cross. We'll see in the deep past, into the recent past. And then we'll get into the extended. Let's clear the energy again for you, dear Aries. Highly, highly, highly important. I'm hearing really, really, really important too. Keep the energy moving. I'm hearing that during this time. As an Aries, you're naturally sort of being very physical, physically active sort of sign. And if you want a one-on-one moon cycle protocol, where I'll take a look at your birth chart and see what might be also tapped into it around this time by way of the moon cycle, like what will be really activated, and that's different for everyone. Then you can order that on alchemy.com. Let me get all the cards. Yeah, for a number, there's something in the environment. It's like, why does he always walk in, like, right when we're about to, like, also, I'm hearing, like, look at each other like that, the Hangman reverse. This could be, again, an aspect of your being. This could be someone with an aspect of their being. Now, let's clear the energy. For a number of you, you got to clear the energy in the environment, is what I'm hearing as well. I'm kind of seeing, some dark energy. I don't know what that's leading to, but take it as you will. There might be something where, and it can be, self-talk, for example. Well, let's clear that down the chakra, the meridians, and there's a reason for everything, right? Certain things being brought up. Deep past, Ace of Cups in reverse, yeah. So somebody felt like I had the opportunity and I acted like I didn't. I didn't take it on. I'm hearing that. Let's clear that. I'm hearing candle in the room. I'm hearing also candle in the wind. Is it a song? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing so long, my lover. I'm hearing that. Ace of 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone even let something go. They were like, they really possibly didn't want to part with that space, actually. The Son of Wands reverse, but they ended up doing that. Tower upright. Let's clear it again in brown. Oh boy, that is a memory, actually, really, is what it is. And it is stored in the auras, what I'm hearing, possibly for a number of you, where it's like, we have sort of impressions that we hold on to, and being consciously aware of where they are actually still held on to, okay, in your aura might be really helpful in acknowledging the relationship that you hold with it. So in other words, taking a space of memory and acknowledging what it means to you as well. I'm hearing that, like, and really working with that space. Otherwise, it can sort of run on a subconscious level where, we are really missing. I'm hearing also maybe some space or someone, or there's something that we feel we're lacking, and not directly addressing it. It will crop up in different ways, and maybe even physically. So acknowledging, all physical, everything is energy. So first, sort of working in that paradigm of with yourself on what is it that I really want, and what did I feel, was my role in that space that I didn't take on, can really be helpful. Okay, whatever. I'm hearing that 10 on the floor with the 10 of Cups. Okay, now in the helps and interferes, we have here Sun in reverse, 10 swords upright. Yeah, so there's a little bit of like, will I have the opportunity again? I'm hearing, will I have the chance again? I think that's a song. I'm hearing, will I have the chance? I'll never have the chance again, something like that. I think it's an Adele song. Anyways, and I'm gonna love you again. I don't know, something like that. Hangman in reverse. Let's see, actually, Adele, yeah. For whenever you miss someone, you're missing someone, Aries. I'm here going, crazy, 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 just thinking about you, baby. It's the memory. And it's like someone's holding on to the memory. And that is actually, again, affecting them maybe on a subconscious level. So it will depend like how consciously aware one is of their driving motivations. I'm hearing those with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. We could be talking way back. This is, but that will be helpful. And so we'll pull a few more cards on the Son of Wands though. But let's take a real quick look here at... I'm hearing, hold on. Yeah, it's What If I Never Love Again by Adele. Yes, the lyrics are, I'll leave my heart at the door, I won't say a word, they've all been said before, so why don't we just play pretend like we're not scared of what's coming next, or scared of having nothing left. Look, don't get me wrong, I know there's no tomorrow, all I ask is, if this is my last night with you, hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory I can use. Take me by the hand while we do what lovers do. It matters how this ends. Because someone is nervous. They feel like they're about to lose someone as well, possibly. They're skating on a real fine ice. I mean, real thin ice. The fine line as well between the ice and the perimeter of the rink. Like, am I in it or am I not? Am I doing it or am I not? Are we? Tell me, baby. I'm hearing, is this also the end? I don't know what that's about, but for whenever you're getting to this point, this is you with your subconscious, the High Priest and the Hangman. You know, do I really want this? If I do, then let me say it already. I'm hearing that as well. The Moon in reverse with the World upright. Now I want to pull another card here. Let's clear it. The Son of Wands in reverse. Daughter Cups upright. I'm hearing you're singing stinks. Anything. Okay. Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh wow. 144 people in the room. 41 likes. Now for a number of you, look, there's a reason for everything, right? Even like the most troubling experiences. For number, this could be a space of self-talk, even, okay, where you're like, why do I keep getting to that point where, like, I get on my own case about this? I'm hearing that, like, specifically. Roar, 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 again, I'm hearing roar, like, I'm hearing for a number of you, I saw her, and I didn't say anything, Son of Pentacles, I'm hearing, what are you waiting for, Mike? I'm hearing that. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Son of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. For a number of you, someone feels like they're coming, let's clear it in ground, specifically down the right arm. Somebody feels like they are actually... They're running around the rink actually. Two of Swords, right? They're like, oh, right, no judgment. Okay, let's clear. Yeah, Hermit in reverse. So they're like, well, I have reasons for thinking that. I'm late, but I have reasons for being late. The Hierophant here, and the Ace of Pentacles with the World and the theme. So, you know, okay. Emperor here in the energetic pathway, interesting with the Judgment card. Now, if you're dating an Aries, I'm hearing this is for a number of you. It's gonna be an aspect of your being that you want to manifest something with. They do know what they feel. They do know what they want, but the aspects of the matter that troubles them is the acting upon that space. And because Judgment's in your energetic environment, energy space. And it's funny because when energetic environment, it's like even among in a certain really public space, it's not like suddenly they don't know what they feel. It's more like very well knowing because it's the reaction that's so clear. It's more so the interaction in that space. Maybe for a number of you, they've never had this experience before. Yep, strength card. They almost like don't know, like, if I act like that and I represent that like that, then how will it all sort of play out? Daughter of Wands. I'm here, what if I never love again? No, we're gonna song again here by Adele. Father Swords leading out. No, let's clear it in ground. For a number of you, this is something that you need to face at the end of the day. This could be someone who you're dealing with. Some Pentacles of Earth, you have a lot of earth in their chart. I'm hearing art. They work with something with for a number of clothes. They maybe work in like a clothing shop. I'm hearing arts district for a number of some Pentacles. They work with like something, they fold clothes. I'm seeing someone folding clothes. I don't know, they like plaid shirts and stuff like that. I'm seeing also somebody possibly who works in like something, they work with materials or textiles. It's something like even furniture. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. Fine textiles. I'm hearing that. Son of Pentacles. They're very, very artsy, extremely creative, very hands-on. Maybe for a number of you, they works with something like materials, even like something with the bare minerals. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's about, you guys. But anyways, yeah, they're kind of like really, really tough. I'm hearing as well, like on themselves, maybe in their industry. Let's clear it. 2 Wands. 4 Cups. Maybe for either well known in their industry. Thank you for your donation, Amanda Clark. So very kind. Now, the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Magician is in reverse. There's a lot of expectations with the Father of Pentacles. The Empress. Son of Pentacles actually looking down at the Empress, but like not directly. So, yes, Daughter of Pentacles. So for a number of this is like two people who work in the same environment, maybe even. And I'm seeing the arts district so clearly. How many of you are in the arts district of California? Okay, yeah, no, somebody's like, they work with clothes. It's like interesting. But no, I'm hearing hurry, close the door, lock the door. 9 Wands. They walk up and down stairs. They're like carrying, transporting like clothing. I don't know. It could be like they work in a clothing shop. I'm hearing that again. Textiles. I'm hearing very strongly. Son of Swords. They're kind of like hipster. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear it. I don't know what hipster is, but it's just coming through. Son of Swords, like, I don't know what that may mean to everyone, right? It'll be different. Son of Cups here, Son of Swords, and no judgment. Just kind of chilling what's coming through. The Father is what leads you out. There's a lot of, what are you doing tonight? So what are you doing tonight? I see. So cool. So what are you doing tonight? So what are you doing tonight? Like, I don't know. Son of Pentacles, like someone feels there's a lot of interest, but maybe it's just kind of going like, for a number of you, maybe you've, that's okay. People are like counting things together as well. Maybe you work with this person. How many of you work with someone here? It's like there's this practical side, but then it's like there is like I'm hearing, hey, can you pass me an envelope? Yeah, sure. Hey, can you guys like pass me another envelope? I'm hearing that. Yeah, I need to steal this. Like, it's something kind of, see people maybe even in a factory. It's very interesting. Mother of Cups, looking at the Nine of Pentacles are producing something, but then it's like, so can we Father Cups in reverse, Mother Cups upright? I'm hearing, how many do you need? They're like counting envelopes, like, and they're like, oh no, fewer than that, please. So interesting. Okay, let's clear it and ground. Maybe for a number of people the circumstance has shifted and they no longer are able to like invite them over as well. Like, hey, can you like pass, can you, I'm hearing port, I'm hearing very strong Son of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles. Portare in Italian means like to carry over, so I don't know what that's about. Son of Cups. Yeah, that's weird. Son of Cups is looking at the Daughter of Pentacles and at the Son of Pentacles, and it's like, hey everyone. Yeah, and the Daughter of Cups as well. Wow, right up top the Son of Cups actually. So there's like this kind of dance between like the emotional, creative, visual, and then the practical. So with the daughter, I don't know, there is something here. It's related to maybe even I'm hearing figure 8 discussions with the father's rose. It can be a negotiation. I've even seen people like they're forming a connection in a company, and then now the company is like kind of like they're running into another contract where like they're gonna maybe separate, and like now they gotta separate, you know, with the Daughter of Pentacles and the Son of Pentacles. And I'm seeing these people like they work in the company, they're like, no, it's like they're kind of feeling like, right, we're just getting to know each other, and now like half of the company's gonna be like, I'm hearing in Williamsburg. I'm hearing Williamsburg. That's like a town in Brooklyn, right? So I'm hearing also Willamette. Willamette. Okay, I don't know. Daughter of Swords in reverse. For a number of you, this is like a connection, like. Whenever they want to like connect, I'm seeing the number 26 like specifically right here. It's so interesting. We're on this bottle actually. Very interesting. People like work maybe in like a manufacturing even. They prepare products, like maybe they package them like something like that and they ship them. Whatever it is, it's kind of interesting. I'm seeing that they get awkward. I'm hearing, but it's because it's in relation to the environment. Like they pass by each other, like their desk, like almost every other day. And then it's like, but then as they're passing by, they have to walk by like this other trivial, I'm hearing machinery equipment. I don't know why it's called trivial. I don't know. But they're like, do you want that? Yeah, I do. So I don't know, you guys. It's interesting. We'll get a few more cards out. Before we do, will you just wait real quick, Aries? I gotta go get a cup of water. Thank you for waiting me. Your patience, Aries. 1 second. 1 second. Wonderful. Congratulations. Okay. Interesting. Of all, this one did not fizz. It always fizzes. Oh, interesting. Okay. For a number of you, once again, let me just wash my hands real quick. Wait. Sorry, Aries. All these weird sort of I'm hearing interludes. Oh, right, in relation to the announcement. So, okay, I don't know what's going on, Aries. We'll pull a few more cards and see. It's funny, on my watch it says take a minute to breathe. So, I'm hearing, oh no, where are we going? I'm hearing Rhode Island very strongly. Someone like needs to move. Let's clear it down the left middle finger. Somebody has like something with jewelry. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing that with the Son of Cups. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I actually ended up washing my face down too. Death in reverse. Two of Cups upright. I'm hearing I'm ready. I'm hearing and that's all. So there's like lyrics to a song. Dun, 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 and that's all. Six of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands right. Something was unexpected. Something here. It's even that type of thing where it's like I really want to connect with them, but then it ended up being so like we weren't able to just take that road to get there. We had to take the highway instead. We had to go all the way around, detour. Six of Cups. Like it ended up being way more complex. It's the same this way. Way more convoluted than expected. For a number of you, it could be like you met someone. Yeah, Father of Swords, Dark Pentacles. For a number of you, somebody was a little intimidated. Again, though, I'm hearing someone's getting frustrated. Justice here card as well. I'm hearing the Father of Swords. They're getting annoyed because they feel like it's kind of, I'm hearing it's now or never, like, I gotta do something, or, yeah, okay, or not. So let's pull a few more cards here. I'm hearing there could be a linguistic factor or something related to the actual workspace. Lovers in reverse, Temperance here as well. Let's pull a few more cards again. I'm hearing, wait. Williamsburg, I'm hearing that. Someone's like about to rush on stage. Death card right there. Again with the Two of Cups. How many are you dealing with Scorpio? How many are you dealing with Scorpio? Is buffering? Is it really buffering? I'm hearing walking and talking. I'm even seeing people like on a date and it's like just they're not getting it to the next level as they feel like Daughter Pentacles could even be like wanting to get someone to invest in a space and they feel like they're just not making that move that they need to make with them. So someone walking with someone, they're talking, they're wiping their face down, they're like sweating kind of. I'm hearing that with the daughter of Wands, Daughter Pentacles. So question. I'm seeing two people talking even. They're negotiating something in relation to Daughter Pentacles. They're like, what does she want? What do you think that she would want? I'm hearing that. I mean, it could be even for casting. Five of Cups. Somebody's gauging maybe even like what someone's interests are or where their standard is. Let's jump into the extended for you, Aries. I'm going to jump there now. We'll see what comes through. Love and light to all. Thank you for tuning in. That'll be available hopefully within the next few hours on the channel, alchemyandyou.com. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.